What is up, YouTube? Mr. Ferguson back once again. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. It is a beautiful Wednesday morning. You're watching this on Wednesday morning, so it's technically Tuesday where I am, but hope you guys are having an awesome Wednesday morning. We're supposed to have 80s, mid 80s today. Low chances of rain. We've been very wet lately, but I'll take some 80s in North Carolina. Hope you're doing well. Before we jump into the video, obviously subscribe if you're not subscribed. We're doing some fun things. We're talking about weeds, summer weeds. We're talking about how we can green up our grass a little bit in summer. Sometimes that goes well. Sometimes we can be the one to cause the problem, not the heat in the summer. We'll talk about that here in a second. So like the video, leave your comments below. And also, guys, I want to give a shout out to Chris Glenn, one of our members. He informed me about a new feature that YouTube has rolled out, and they've really been working on this for several months. I'm gonna put up a little clip beside me here. We've unlocked this on the channel that allows you to post your own pictures or comments and get help from the community here on the Mr. Ferguson Lawn Care channel community. When you go on your mobile app, on your phone, iPad, you'll see this little area right here that says Visit Community. When you click on that, it gives you the option to post. So you know I can make posts and tell you guys about information, about videos and whatnot, but you can post pictures, show off your lawn. I need help weed identification. Hey, here's what my new GCI seed is looking like. Updates, get comments, get questions from the community. You can do it all from the community area. So please take advantage of that. What a great time for that to come about right before we get into overseeding. So wanted to make you aware of that. Be sure to use it. I'll try to get in there and look at what I can, look at your pictures. All of you that have been in my comment section for years, that's like, man, I wish I could email you this and show you this, and I can't get to that stuff. You can post it right on the channel. So take advantage of that. It's only available on the mobile app. So you won't find it on your TV, you won't find it on your computer, only on iPhones, iPads, phones of that nature. So take advantage of the new community section. Today, guys, I want to really talk about how Green Effect, it can be helpful. It can also be hurtful. We've kind of touched on this topic. I'm going to also, when we get up front, I'll show you, we've got some more Virginia buttonweed popping up, and I'm going to handle that after the video. We're not going to spray that on the video. We'll just come back and show you the results of it, but it continues to kind of pop up in the same areas. Not so much where we did the change up, but we'll show you that in a second. But Green Effect, we know that in summertime, we've got warm soil temperatures. We've had, look at this lawn. It is green in a way that it's not been green in this time of July. It is typically, we got dry spots, we're fighting or watering. We have barely had to put sprinklers out at all this entire season. That is absolutely a godly miracle. But we continue to see a lot of Bermuda. We're seeing a lot of crabgrass. We're seeing a lot of clover. We're seeing a lot of spurge. We're seeing the Virginia buttonweed, probably some nutsedge in your lawn. But man, I'll tell you what, guys, be careful with fertilizing and with the spray. And once again, I like to point out my errors to prevent you from making errors. The Green Effect, it will absolutely add iron to your lawn, darken it up. That urea will absorb into the plant. And as you see, it looks good in my broadcast areas where I did the broadcast. But man, I'm telling you what, even my wife's like, what's wrong with the grass? We need rain. I said, it's not that. I sprayed Green Effect, and wherever I did my trim pass, it was so concentrate. Just look at it. It's almost like it just vaporized it a little bit. It was just a little too strong, and I'm learning more about how strong it was. Look, all of this that I've done, this is not the sun. It was fine. I shouldn't have never touched it. So sometimes we just need to leave well enough alone, right? It was looking the best it could. I tried to make it look better, and I screwed it up. But you can absolutely see the trim pass of where I torched some of my good fescue, and I don't know that it won't come back, but just be aware. And everywhere with my GCI nozzles, I did broadcast, totally fine, but be careful. Like if you do a trim pass, I should have just done it all broadcast, and that's what I'm learning. And this is why I'm filming this, is I like to learn from my mistakes, and I want to show you my mistakes, which is, be careful. I clearly didn't walk fast enough with my trim pass. Too much got put down at too slow of a time, if you will, and I cooked some of my grass. With the heat, it probably just added to it. Same thing on the edges. All of my trim nozzle passes, and this is another great example. I come up right here with my trim pass, and then I turn, and then I go on the edge and I outline this, but guess what? I come up and then I go over. So you're talking about what got cooked? Well, this corner over here. So another mistake, rookie mistake for Mr. DIY guy here in North Carolina. So just be aware. Green Effect can go both ways. It can help, but it can also hurt, and sometimes it's just leave well enough alone, right? So again, just be aware. And so I do this whole strip with my trim nozzle. This don't look bad, but you have to move quickly for what you mix. And obviously I stayed in the regulations. It was 8 ounces per 1,000, but if you go too slowly, you're putting too much product down in one area, it can hurt the turf. So anyways, just want you to be aware. So it looks a little rough, but guess what? We are almost in August. I just can't believe we are almost a month out from overseeding. Typically, what I want to put this out there for my POA friends out there. POA annua, North Carolina, 1st of September through 30 October, 80% of our POA annua begins to germinate in September 1 to October 30. That's insane. So the reason why I say that is we want to go ahead and get our overseed down, get our grass growing. After the second or third mow, you can use tenacity to block some of the POA annua if you're having that POA annua problem. So just want to put that out there. But I just can't believe that we are so close to overseeding, dethatching. We're going to be dethatching in just a few weeks, and I'm not looking forward to it, honestly, but I want to get some of the dead, some of this that I've now cooked. I need to weed this out, thin this out. And so the Green Effect did not make my grass look better. Sometimes we can put down products that intended for, I'm going to make it look good, I'm going to use the iron. Actually, the ironite, I have to be honest, it's safer with the granular. I did better putting down the ironite as a granular. I messed up spraying as a liquid. So just want to give you guys my lessons, and that's why I started this channel, was filming my own mistakes so I don't do it twice, hopefully. But being more careful on my trim pass, that's my main thing. Green Effect can be helpful, but it can also be hurtful. And as I was saying in the first filming of this, lastly, to kind of conclude this, is look at it. It just looks nasty. We've got a lot of Bermuda. We've got a lot of crabgrass. You guys can see where I've been using the green shoots. We got spurge everywhere, all over the place. This is where I'm cooking some of the crabgrass on the edge with my green shoots. Again, I'll list that in the description with Change Up, with Trimec, Gordon's Trimec. But you can see sometimes when we take out the crabgrass, we're also taking out some of our good fescue nearby, and so it looks kind of trashy, it looks kind of nasty. But this is the kind of lawn we're going to have in these type of months. But guess what? In a couple months we're going to be overseeding. That means I've kept this lawn green for over 12 months now, where my neighbors here in the winter time with their cool season turf, just like my neighbor next door, this is all going to be brown. When we start getting cooler, we're going to be shining like just boom, we're going to be blinging. But right now we're green, but we're not looking a pretty green. And again, you can see where I've torched some of the crabgrass on the edge right here. It's hanging on with all the rain that we've had. Cooler day today. Buttonweed wise, I don't want to go over all of this and bore you, but on my side, the Gordon's Trimec did a pretty good job. We have more popping back up right here, if you can see that in 4K. And also a big patch right here. So I am, after this video, quickly going to mix up a gallon, and I'm going to spray this section right here. I'm going to go back and spray this section over here, mainly the ditch area. Your Virginia buttonweed likes the moist, areas. There's spurge all over, so I'm going to spot spray spurge where I see it. The Gordons and the Change Up really didn't hurt the good grass either. So I'm very surprised in that. If anything, the Green Effect where I over applied it did. Where we pulled out our Virginia buttonweed, I don't see anything coming back. However, I do see some trying to emerge on the edge right here and over here. But if you're not someone that cares about getting out and spraying weeds, it's fine. And in just a few short weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, the temperature's going to change, the soil temp's going to change, and all these summer weeds are going to begin to die on their own. So you don't have to do what Mr. Ferguson is doing. This is just if you want content for YouTube, or you just want to clean up and play with herbicides. Again, we've got some that's trying to come back right here of the Virginia buttonweed, so I'm going to be spraying this with Trimec, trying to clean it up with that product at the max rate. A little bit right there that's come back from one of the plants that we did spray previously, and I think I found a couple other little teeny pop-ups like this right here from one of the plants that we almost decimated. It's trying to fight back, so we want to go ahead and hit it with the second application with the surfactant. Make sure it sticks on that plant. And again, the change-up did excellent. So if you're talking to me about Virginia buttonweed, what do you recommend? Absolutely change-up. Change-up is the way to go. If you have a massive outbreak of it in your lawn, the change-up is what you want to go with. So, but all in all, 1,000-foot view of my lawn here in North Carolina, absolutely looking stellar for what the seasons in past of July have looked like. We have been completely brown out here. We've just given up hope when we don't get rain, and we've tried to do sprinklers and all that, and it's cost us. We haven't had to put sprinklers out. It hasn't. This is probably the lowest season for city water that I have not had to put the sprinklers out, because every week we get the rain we need from the Lord, thank God. And so it's looking incredible. So my point to you is, don't make it worse like I can do sometimes. I tend to come out here and try to, like, oh, I'm going to make it look like it's going to look in fall, and it's just not going to happen with the soil temperatures and with the this time of the year. We just need to make it with as much grass as we can until the fall, so we can overseed, and it's going to be thick and lush, and it's going to be awesome. And I want to get back to that thick, lush lawn. So anyways, thank you guys for checking out this video. We'll be back on Friday with another one. Check out the community section. Hope you'll utilize that. Post your pictures or comments. I'll try to get in there and check it out when I can. And as always, God bless you guys. We'll see you next time.